So we have a component here and return statement is giving a HTML tag. It may look like an HTML statement, but it is internally compiled as JavaScript statement. So let's see how it is an JavaScript statement. In order to check that, we'll need to remove it. So now let's remove it. And we are going to return react.createElement. React.createElement. This will create an element. So we'll have to pass an argument as well. Let's have h1 for instance. So h1. Now let's see the output. So as we can see, it is blank. But if we look into the inspect element, if we open the body tag, we can find the h1 tag inside the div tag. So this is what we created just now. Now we will create a class in the second argument. We can also take it as null or we can create a class. For that we need to create an object. So in curly bracket, class name colon title. Now if we compile the code and look into the inspect element, let's see, we can see the class title is added here. One more important thing, here it is written class and in the code it is written class name. We are going to discuss the reason for that later in this video. So we had object in the second argument, that is class. So now moving on to the third argument, it will be h1 tag. About what we want to be displayed inside the h1 tag we put earlier. So we wanted the output hello world and hence we'll write hello world. Let's compile the code and check the output. Now we can see hello world right here, and if we check the inspect element we can see hello world here as well. Suppose if I want to create another element instead of hello world in the code, so if I remove it and write div hello world div tag close, so let's see if this will work. So let's go to the inspect element. So if I refresh this page, we can see it didn't add any div tag, and for the output it printed the tag like hello world, but we didn't wanted that. We wanted to create a new HTML element. So what should we do now? For that we need to use create element method again in this statement in the form of concatenation. So now I will concatenate the method within itself. So writing the method now, react dot create element, and now for the arguments, div. Now if we compile it, we can see it has added a div tag inside the h1 class. This method works well, but it isn't as convenient as the method we are going to look now. Just write the h1 tag and inside write hello react. This one is easy to understand, and whenever we write the statement react.createElement is called automatically by React in the background, and the code is executed in a similar way and in the JS format, not in the HTML one. So let's compile and refresh, and now we can see hello React. Now let's move further and look into some important JSX concepts and terms. Like in the earlier part of the video, we made two div using concatenation. And if we want to perform the same using JSX, so let's see how we are going to do that. So if I add another tag named div and write hey, now let's compile it. It is showing some error. The error is adjacent JSX element must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. So basically, if we are creating two elements here, h1 and div, we need to write them down in a single tag. For that, let's make a function like this. And let's cut this and we will paste this into the function like this. So now let's compile it again. It is still showing the same error. Adjacent JSX element must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. Let's see the output. Let me just refresh it. Just errors here as well. So to fix this, let's create an element named div and enclose all the other tags inside it. So now we have the div tag which has multiple of tags inside it. So let's compile it again. Compiled successfully without any errors. Let's see the output. Hello React and hey. Working fine now. Now for the class name and class question. Suppose if we write class here, class equal to new element. Now let's compile it. No errors so far. But if we go to the output and open the inspect element, now let's open the console. It is showing us several errors. Invalid DOM property. Did you mean class name? This error is simply indicating that we have used class there instead of class name. And the reason for that is this is JSX and not HTML. And class keyword is reserved for HTML, whereas class name keyword is used here for JSX. So since this is not HTML and this is JSX or JavaScript XML, therefore we need to use class name instead of class as a keyword. That's the reason behind that. Both serve the same purpose, but both have different name due to different languages they serve. You will get used to it once you start typing these stuff on your own. Now a short revision of this video. If we want to use multiple tags, either we can use react.createElement and concatenate it, or we can enclose multiple tags inside one div tag. So in short, you can write hundreds of tags inside the div tag if you want to. If we refresh it now, we can see that the error has gone now. And in the inspect element, the class has been created as well. So that's all for this video. In the upcoming videos, we will learn more about class and class name. And for the next topic, it is going to be how to extract modules. If you have any doubts, you can write it down in the comment section or you can contact me through the Instagram handle provided below or in the description. If you found this video even a little informative, you can subscribe to this channel and make sure to press that bell icon so you don't miss other upcoming videos from us. Till then, keep creating and I hope to see you in my next one.